Yeah! Let's go! Hello and welcome back to another episode in the Bag of the Munros series. Today I'll be climbing the Munros Meall na Teanga and Sròn a Choire Ghaibh. These Munros are a 19-kilometre walk and should take roughly 7 to 9 hours to complete. The start location for this walk is at Kilfinnan Farm and one of my favourite lochs, Loch Lochy. Because I think by this time they started running out of names, so they went with that. Right, now let's get into the video. For these two Munros you can park at Speen Bridge, but we tried our luck and drove up the track a bit and we found a good place to park, so we've probably cut about 45 minutes off the trip, so here we go. The start of this walk is a 4-kilometre walk along a track before you start heading up through the forest till you can start to see both of the Munros. And the walk is so nice and peaceful through the trees, so I'll mute the music so you can hear how nice it is. So as you heard, you can just hear the birds chirping and that in the background, and it just is such a nice walk. When you've walked along the track for 4 kilometres, you have to take a right and to go up a path through the trees, and this part of the walk is pretty steep. On this walk there is quite a lot of small mini waterfalls, so if that's your thing then it is the perfect walk for you. But we are now just approaching the end of the forest part of the walk. You can now see the dip between the two mountains, and this is where you split off in a Y to go up either of the Munros. So we decided to do Sròn a Choire Ghaibh first, which is the Munro on the right. I'm not sure which Munro is the more popular one to go to first, but we decided to go to Sròn a Choire Ghaibh first. If you like the video so far, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because it really helps me out a lot. Thank you. So we are now at the intersection between the two Munros. So we did end up seeing a helicopter, but we were unsure of why it was there at first, but I'll just let you watch the video. Right, so we just saw a helicopter coming I think dropped one of the mountain rescue people off, and then I think they've strapped one of the people in and then taken them away around the other side of the mountain. And now we think they've just came and got the second person, and now it's way to come back and get the mountain rescue guy. But yeah, it does look like someone's maybe hurt their ankle or got up to something. I hope they're alright. Yeah, right, we can see from the distance that yeah, the helicopters definitely put one of them on the stretcher and went round, and the mountain rescues actually stayed with one of the other guys, and they're just making their way down the mountain. So I'm unsure if the helicopters might come back and get them, but we can see them moving away together now, so they're both making their way down. But hope the guy in the stretcher's okay.
They got it down, 100% that down. Yeah, I think this is no, they're not right.
No. I think we came to the conclusion that they're either doing like a training or dropping some rocks off to fix a path or something. Hopefully we can zoom in on it when I'm editing the video later, but just now it's probably training or dropping rocks off. At the time they were definitely dropping off like stretcher shaped like bags or rocks or something. I've seen them drop off like complete cubes of rocks, but I've never seen ones in like a stretcher shape before. So when we saw that, I initially thought, oh my god, it is a stretcher obviously because it was the shape of a stretcher. But it could have been some sort of training, but I do think they were just dropping off some sort of rocks to fix a path. Hi, that's us finally at the top, the first Munro. So unfortunately the views weren't that great at the top of the first Munro, but they're really good at the top of the second Munro. Had better views. So now we're just heading off to Meall nan Teanga. This Munro is a bog factory too. Most of the bog was between the forest line and the Y-splice, but this pit in particular was pretty boggy. But overall, this I can see why it's definitely rated a 2 bog, because it's not that bad. So that's us now, having done most of the ascent to Meall nan Teanga. That's me just traversed the snow bit. Now, just making my way up the last few bits to get to the top. Just got this last little bit to do, and then I'm done. Oh, there we are. That's the cairn of the second Munro. Yes! Did it. Yeah! Let's go. Yes, so made it to the top. So it's taken us 4 hours and 50 minutes to reach the top of the second Munro. So hopefully it'll only take us about 2 hours to get down. So I'll see you at the bottom. So that's us back now. Ended up taking us 7 hours and 10 minutes to finish the 2 Munros and make it back to the car. Thank you very much for watching, and if you've got any questions, leave them in the comments down below and I'll definitely get back to you. Right, I'll see you in the next one.